Do you know what happened to Studio Ghibli and OpenAI? This one hits hard for artists. Let's talk. OpenAI, the company that made ChatGPT, trained the AI model Sora using Hayao Miyazaki's Studio Ghibli style without permission. Miyazaki fans and the art community reacted strongly, obviously, and many called it out as being unethical. Miyazaki has always spoken against artificiality and tech misuse in art. He has never been for it. He said this before: I feel like we are nearing the end of time, which is really sad for a senior animation filmmaker who is a master of his craft. Now, here's why this matters to me. As an artist who has been working for 33 years, I spent decades developing my style as any artist would. And style is actually our visual identity. This is what we spend a lot of years of thinking and experimenting and exploring ourselves before we come up with a style. Now, this matters to all artists because much of our effort goes into this. And in this case, two things happened. There was no consent and no credit. I get a couple of copyright infringement cases every year, and I've realized that artists are unaware of their rights over their own work. So they are unaware of copyright law, they are unaware of how their work is protected and what they can do if somebody copies their style, citing it as inspiration. Inspiration may be a copy disguised as whatever the artist or whatever the copycat might want to say. This is not just about one studio, it's about all artists whose work may be copied. Now, this started with Midjourney, for example, has trained its AI model on the works of styles of 62 artists initially, which means that if a user typed in a certain prompt, the AI model would pull the style of the artist it was trained on. This is unethical, unlawful use of an artist's work. Copyright and consent are non negotiable, and artists need to have control over how their work is used, especially by corporations. The right way to do it is to ask for permission, which is when an artist can license their images or their style with agreement with the person who licenses the artwork. For example, a wine manufacturer may want to use my visual style on their bottle labels. Then what they do is they come to me and we agree upon a rate where he can use my artwork and I get paid a royalty for that use. The same way as stock images are sold on the internet. That is fair use. Another example is when a brand, say a stationery brand or a youth brand, wants to use my style on their t-shirt design. Here's a quick primer on copyright law simplified for you. In most countries in the world, including India, US, and UK, the creator of the artwork automatically owns the copyright. That means that anybody who wants to sell prints of their work need to take permission, and the creator can sell the copyright to the person who wants to sell prints of his work. This sale can be limited to a certain medium, like only paper prints, or it can be limited to digital, or it can include, it depends entirely on the creator. The intellectual property, IP as it is called, belongs to the creator entirely, and it is up to the creator to give permission and to set the terms for sale. Now, this is what artists need to keep in mind. You have the right to set the terms for sale of your imagery, your style, and anything that is derived from your style. Copyright law protects original work from being copied, adapted, or used commercially without permission. In most countries, fair use implies education, commentary, parody, but not training an AI to generate profit. Probably because this technology is new and the law hasn't completely grasped what it can do and what harm it can do. AI scraping the internet for copyrighted images is a gray area as per the law. But various countries are working on changing copyright laws so that individual creator rights are not infringed. Different countries have different copyright laws, but the spirit remains. The artist's work is protected under copyright law. So here's the big picture. This isn't anti AI, it's pro human. Tech can help artists when used ethically. We need frameworks that include artists' voices in AI development and training databases. Here's how Miyazaki has reportedly hit back. Studio Ghibli is collaborating with the Japanese government to create what they call internally as Wind Restoration Protocol. It will feature emotionally devastating hand-drawn films made with the support of the Japanese government and guided by the vision of Hayao Miyazaki. Their stated objective is to confront the soulless replication of human creativity and to make Sam Altman cry real, unprompted tears. This should be more fun to watch than the Studio Ghibli images that people created all over the internet. The films will reportedly deploy advanced psychological techniques, GPT 4.5, ironically, and neural storytelling methods to reach deep into Altman's psyche, exploring themes of ambition, isolation, and unintended consequences. One Studio Ghibli senior official has said that it's not revenge, it's precision guided catharsis. One of the working titles is Altman and the Thousand Faced Algorithm. The Japanese ministry reportedly attempted to contact Altman directly and he had nothing to say. Top animators from Disney and Pixar have reportedly joined the effort. A spokesperson from Pixar's creative leadership said, under the condition of anonymity. We've seen enough. It's time we animated Altman back to the Stone Age. Meanwhile, Miyazaki has been lured out of retirement with the phrase, Sam Altman thinks your work is replicable. He is said to be working in solitude. When asked if this signals a bigger cultural conflict, Japanese Minister Kusanagi said, we are not anti-AI, we are anti-BS. Well, what are your thoughts on this controversy? Should AI be allowed to learn from copyrighted styles? Comment below. I'd love to hear where the art community stands on this. Oh, and before I forget, I've just revived my 17-year-old YouTube channel. It's now called Jenny's Art Lab. Subscribe for more conversations on art, tech, and the future of creativity. I'll see you soon.